Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pajama Sundays. I am coming on screen in 1 second, you guys. Give your girl a minute. Okay. Hi, Daria. Thank you for coming. Here I am. I don't even know if anybody else will be coming on because of the way I set this up, but I am going to get right into it and say if it is your first time here, welcome. I hope that you'll find a reason to subscribe, share with a friend, and return for future content. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. You have no idea how much I appreciate you all. On Pajama Sundays, I am here to give a quick word, affirmation, reflection, or quick chat, if you will, to help you start your week. And in case you are new here, the focus of Pajama Sundays is mental health, self-care, and inspiration. Now that I have gotten my traditional greeting out of the way, I kind of decided to do this on a whim and just give it a shot, since this one I don't really have any visuals for today. So just figured I'd give it a shot and see how it went. I scheduled this a little while ago, and even though that's why I'm not sure who's going to come in. I had to move it back a couple of times. I'll explain to you guys in a minute. But first, before I'm going to proceed, and if you guys come in, let's throw that on. And we are going to do a mental health check-in for anybody that's here that wants to share. Did you guys check out my community tab? Even when I don't do my Pajama Sundays, I do always try to post something in the community tab to share with you guys on a Sunday. So today it was courtesy of We the Urban, and it was a priority list. Let me just pull it up. I will read. You know what? I have a better way to do that because I have it saved here somewhere. Anybody, if you come in, just say hello, like I said, because of how I set this up. And then I moved the time around a couple of times. I don't know who's going to come in, who's not. So the priority list says me, myself, and I. Stability and evolution. Things that nourish me back. Protecting my peace of mind. Super important. Protecting my heart. Being financially responsible. Sitting in nature often. Let me do that more. I get outside with my job though, so the sunlight does really help. Practicing self-compassion. That is definitely one for me. Eliminating negative self-talk. Reciprocal relationships. Getting adequate sleep. Come on, I know you know about that. My spiritual work. Learning, unlearning, and relearning. Getting my focus in check. My future over my past. My happiness. Everything else is noise. So I just thought that was vital. And I thought that was, something that I would share with you guys. So like I said, that's over on my community tab if you want to check it out. Like I said, just do a mental health check-in with everybody. I haven't been doing that great. I feel like I'm fidgeting. I'll do that sometimes. You just have to excuse me. I tend to fidget. So I haven't been doing that great the last few days. And that's not for you guys to feel bad or to feel pity or any of that. Just, I like to be transparent with you guys. And that's another reason that I do like to do Pajama Sundays, is to help you and to help myself. And also to let you guys know that you're not alone. Ironically, one of the things that's been going on with me, I feel lately, is some other behind the scenes things. But in pertaining to that post that I just read, is that the negative thoughts, and I'm trying to figure out how to overcome those. I did have a conversation earlier with some folks, and that kind of brightened my day a little bit, which was another reason why I moved this back. Not once, but twice. But we're here. It'll get better. Just got to work on it. This would have to work on. I get so nervous when I have to do things like in such a structured format. That's why I like the Saturday sips, because it's a little more casual. It's a little less structured. But I put on my community tab my schedule. So I did have my Saturday sip. I had my Pajama Sunday, and I have my watch list. So today was the date for that. And since I didn't get anything pre-recorded because I planned last Sunday, so you know what? I'm going to do a live and give it a try and see how it goes. So I just wanted to stick to that. So my two main areas of focus for this particular Pajama Sunday was, first of all, that good old mental health check-in to make sure everybody is doing okay. And then self-care. We're always here for self-care. And when it comes to self-care, I just want to let you guys know how much it's vital. It's not just indulgent. And it's not just about massages and things of that nature, although they are important also. If you can do it. If you can't, that's what this is here for. This particular video or post is to let you know, don't feel bad when you can't do those, self-indulgent things. I've discussed previously other aspects of self-care, and so that's what we're revisiting today. And these actually tend to be a lot harder for people, myself included, is, that mental, that indulgent self-care. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about and focus on, unplug. Child, this is huge for me. I did a mental health boost challenge in the month of May, and one of the things that I really found hard to do was unplug. We have to try not to make our cell phone the first thing that we look at in the morning and the last thing we look at night. And I know that that is super hard, because even in my 40s, we're just in that time frame that sometimes we pick up that phone and we look at that phone, and that phone is like our news. It's like, our newspaper of the generation. But sometimes the things that we bring in first thing in the morning, it's not always what we need to hear or see. And the same thing when it goes for nighttime. Like, you don't want to go to bed with those negative thoughts and just, ingesting a lot of that. I said that that's one of the things that I have to work on for myself. And I've been telling my kids is to try and do what they tell us, and that is to disconnect, like even if it's 20 minutes before bedtime, just so you're not on the social media, you're not on the screen, and you're not on something that kind of like gets into your head before you go to sleep. So if you need to read, now, I guess if you want to listen to like an audio book or you want to read a book or anything like that, that's probably better for you to just try to unwind or listen to like some nature sounds and music like that. I'm getting off a little bit of a tangent. Hi, pretty girl. Thank you for coming through. Like I said, I wasn't sure how many people were going to actually come through, because I kind of just threw it up there last week, and then I changed the time like 3 times. So like I said, we have to be careful of what we're intaking when it comes to those things. And that goes for social media, and that also goes for the shows that we watch. Like, we don't need to take in an abundance of foolishness, i.e. sometimes that is reality TV. And that is one thing that I do for YouTube, and also as a guilty pleasure, which we shouldn't view those things as guilty pleasure. Anything that we find, we shouldn't call it guilty. And I'm not saying don't watch it, and I'm not saying don't enjoy watching it. I just want like us to give ourselves a break in between. Like, I'm finding on some of the shows I'm watching, they be triggering, it's a lot to watch and to get through. So just want to like take breaks, not binge, you know, a lot of junk TV or reality, whatever that may be, because there's all different kinds of things, like an abundance of like trauma stuff, like, you know, slavery movies, or things that are on social media, things that are in the news that could kind of, that we're watching and reading and taking, that could kind of give us that, you know what I mean. Hold on one second for me. I'm here. Okay, back. Like I said, we just want to take a break from that, and we want to lighten it up. So we don't want to like I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that's what goes on sometimes here at Pajama Sundays. It's a lot of repetition. It's a lot of, so we can, you know, get ourselves together. Practice makes perfect. So lighten it up is what I say to you guys. Lighten it up. When you feel yourself, because sometimes, like, one of the reality shows that I'm watching now is Love and Marriage Detroit. And, you know, that's not what we're here to talk about, but that's just to show you, like, sometimes I don't watch it right off the bat, or sometimes I have to take a break because, you know, just taking that stuff in can be a lot. Moving on from unplugging. No is a complete sentence. No, full stop. No explanation. And that is very hard for some of us. I have often found it hard myself. It's a lot easier as a mom. I can kind of tell my kids no more than, you know, your coworkers or your boss or your other family members. So, you know, you don't need to answer every text. You don't need to answer every phone call. And I know that is very hard for some of us, but it's okay to set those boundaries. Boundaries are super duper important. And we don't have to always do things that we don't want to do. Now, there's some things as an adult that we're not going to be able to get around. And obviously, I'm not talking about that. But the things that you can get around is no, period. So we have to prioritize ourselves over others, because people pleasing is going to get you nowhere. And I know a lot of us were kind of raised in that people pleasing generation to get to where we need in life. And I know we have the tendency to backslide, and I am right there with you. But again, practice makes perfect. So no explanation. That's it. That's all. Another thing that I just want to mention is be mindful of overindulging. A lot of times with self-care, they tell us to eat and spa and spend. And yes, most definitely. I'm not saying don't do that, but what I'm saying is don't do something if you're going to regret it later. So let's not, take eating, for example. Let's not overeat so now your stomach is hurting, or, you know, we don't want to do anything for self-care to make ourselves feel better that we're going to then regret later, because there should be no. And I will keep going because I don't want these to be too long anyway. Let me. I'm here, you guys. Let me just bring the camera back up and see. Okay, I think it's okay now. I don't know what just happened. Even my internet went out for a second. Lord only knows. It's okay to rest, and this goes to everybody, especially the moms. And I say that because I'm a mom, but it goes for everyone. It goes for adults. It also goes for children. It is absolutely okay to rest. And I know on top of everything that we have to do, we like to try and get everything done, but you know how that goes. Hold on one second. I am here, you guys. Like I was saying, like, I know we always like to try to be on top of everything, and we like to try to keep up with everyone else is doing, and we don't want to feel like we're slacking while we're getting that much. Oh, let me put my camera back on. Much needed rest, but there's plenty of things we're going to have to do. And sometimes, I've said it before, if you don't take that rest, then your body is most definitely going to sit you down and take that rest for you. So you might as well just take the time for yourself. And you know me, I try not to drag. So I'm going to kind of wrap it up with those few things. If there's anything that you guys want to add, that you want to talk about in the area of self-care, which, like I said, is what we're here to talk about. It's not just a luxury. It's very important. And like I said, it doesn't have to be about spending money. So I am, let me just, Oh, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about going forward when it comes to like Pajama Sundays, and it doesn't have to always be self-care. I delve into like a bevy of topics. Like I've talked about pride. We could talk about, boundaries. We can talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. We've talked about holiday burnout. I've been through a couple of things. So some of them, like I said, it's going to be repetitive. That's what self-care and trying to keep yourself in check is about. But if there's something that you guys want to talk about, or you think that I should cover, just let me know. I'm on all the social media platforms that you can find under Miss Kira Speaks. So for now, I'm going to keep the Pajama Sundays to once a month. And if I get to squeeze another one in, I'll get to squeeze another one in. I may try and do another live. I'm thinking about it. Maybe if I plan it out better so I can actually have some more people to talk to in the comments, I will do it again. But I'm going to give you my affirmation of the day, and then I'm going to head up on out of here. So, hold on 1 second. Because sometimes you make these little banners and I'm trying to get used to the trying to get used to this all, and there's nothing better than just doing it. Like I said, I've been doing the Saturday sips, which are more just free form, just shooting the stuff and talking, which I obviously do enjoy doing those. And I'm going to try and get 2 up in the month of August if I can. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about on those, I think I put that in the community tab. But let me get you guys out of here. So my affirmation of the day: I am worthy, no matter what I do or don't accomplish today. I'll say that for you one more time. I am worthy, no matter what I do or don't accomplish today. So as usual, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. And if you guys happen to be, coming through on the replay, we can hit your girl with a little comment or a little hashtag replay or anything like that. Excuse me, my voice is cracking. At least my kids didn't come in here. I hope you guys have a good day and that I've given you some positive vibes to go into your week. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.